everyone, welcome to this update video this morning. I hope you're doing good. So let's take a look at what is going on across the North Atlantic. And there is quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity that's been spreading across the Lesser Antilles. So that is in association with a tropical wave, and there's another one out there in the main development region. And as we head to the coast of Africa, yesterday we were seeing quite a bit of robust activity, but since then a lot of that has diminished, likely in association with the new wave that is emerging. And we also have Hurricane Beryl. So Beryl re-strengthened to a hurricane as forecast and made landfall in Texas. So it is moving in now, and it's going to rapidly weaken from this point onward. So we'll be talking about that as well. But first things first, let's head to the Caribbean. So here we're taking a look at the Eastern Caribbean. At a closer view, we can see all of these colors, these different shadings of reds, and even these blues, yellows, and greens. So this is representing all the convection. The white dots you're seeing as well, those are indicative of lightning strikes. So there has been a lot of rain and thunderstorms across parts of the Lesser Antilles. It was really the southeastern islands, and then, as I said, this has really shifted to the north overnight and into this morning. So some areas such as Antigua, Barbuda, Anguilla as well, even going to St. Kitts and Nevis, have experienced some showers and even thunderstorms. So you can let me know what's been happening for your area. But then as we head to other areas such as the ABC Islands, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos Islands as well, heading a bit further to the west for the Cayman Islands, a whole lot is not happening this morning, but we see kind of a mess over in parts of Central America, still in association with another tropical wave which is located within the area. And there's been quite a bit of rain for some of these Central American territories. So that is what is going on. And now, as it relates to the rainfall forecast for today, here we can see this map, and the more colorful it becomes, the higher the rainfall amounts anticipated. So for areas such as much of the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, Cuba, parts of Hispaniola, a lot of rain is not expected today. So there could be some passing showers at the most, but substantial rainfall activity is not in the forecast for today. And then as we head to the vicinity of the Virgin Islands, parts of eastern Puerto Rico, sections of the Lesser Antilles, there could be some additional downpours. And then the ABC Islands, a few showers possible as well. Things will be a little bit more active for parts of Colombia, Venezuela, and the Guyanas as well, although not for the entirety of these countries. And then headed to Central America, as I said, that tropical wave is still in the area, thus helping to enhance the rainfall. So it'll likely be another active day for some areas in Central America. Going on to the wind forecast. So it's going to be a windy day, especially in the Central Caribbean, where those winds could be up to 25, even 30 knots with higher gusts. And then elsewhere around, we see some of those lighter purple shadings. So winds probably going up to 15 knots or so, even just shy of 20 knots. So that is going to be the case. And these winds are going to be coming mostly out of the east for the Caribbean. So the Central Caribbean, including the vicinity of the ABC Islands, will likely be active today. And then elsewhere, winds could be anywhere from 15, maybe going up to 20 knots or so. And with that, because it's going to be quite windy in the Central Caribbean, the seas are going to be quite rough there. So seas anywhere from 6 going up to 7, 8, or even 9 feet within the area. Just offshore the Yucatan and Belize as well could be up to 6 feet or so. But elsewhere, anywhere from below a foot, maybe going up to 3, 4 feet at maximum in terms of those wave heights as we're going to be heading throughout today. And then, of course, there's also Beryl moving in. So we find that offshore Texas and even parts of Louisiana, there are those higher wave heights expected, probably up to 10 feet or so. So it's going to be active there. But again, Beryl is moving in and will soon no longer be a threat. And then as it relates to the Caribbean as well, again, there's that dust moving in, which I talked about in my update video yesterday. So there's that denser dust plume, which is about to head in and blanket much of the region. And this is something that is not something rare for the month of July. July is the month when we typically get the most dust plumes from Africa headed west and blanketing parts of the Americas as well as the Caribbean. So that is something kind of typical, and we're going to see that recurrent pattern for a bit. and there should also be a cool down in tropical cyclone activity. However, things can ramp back up very, very soon. So we do have a lull period, just as I was talking a lot about yesterday. So that is still expected. But, afterwards, things are really going to get heated in the tropics. So going to Beryl now, here we can see the the hurricane at a closer view. I've been used to saying major hurricane for so long, especially last week. But here it is, a Cat 1, which is making its way into Texas. It is bringing those strong winds of 80 miles per hour at maximum with higher gusts. And it is also producing a lot of heavy rain, that coastal inundation, the storm surge. And this rainfall threat is going to be extended further into the United States. So let's go ahead and take a look at the latest cone forecast here from the National Hurricane Center. So we can see that Beryl is expected to be downgraded to a tropical storm later today. Then eventually it's going to be moving across states such as Arkansas and even parts of southern Illinois, going into Indiana and further up to the north near Michigan and Ohio, where it's likely to be a post-tropical cyclone at that point. So it is going to be weakening as it moves in because it's going to be cut off from its source of fuel and energy. So even though we'll be talking about a very weak system, it may still bring that rainfall threat or that rainfall increase to the aforementioned states. So that is what is expected of Beryl, guys. And, very soon we'll have it just being finished, because it's made quite the journey over the past week. And it definitely brought devastation to many places. So this is the last of Beryl, the final week or so of Beryl. So, of course, I'll continue to keep you posted on what is happening. And aside from Beryl, there's nothing else to watch, as I said, in terms of seeing development. So that is it for now. And I do hope you found this update to be informative. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll respond to you when I get the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.